Hey contestants, this is Garbage Man Bill, and today we're going to be going over Culling FFA gameplay. In this video, I'm going to discuss my general strategy, my playstyle, and the build that I'm running. Let's start by going over what perks and airdrop I'm using. The first perk is Chemist. Chemist doubles the duration of all stims. Stims are fairly common and always beneficial to give you an edge in combat over your opponent. The second perk I'm running is Load Dropper. Load Dropper makes your airdrop instant, which is especially good if you plan to be mobile and to call your airdrop down multiple times. My last perk is Knuckle Dragger. Knuckle Dragger simply increases the damage output of brass knuckles, which are common and easy to find. A fully charged attack with Knuckle Dragger is on par with tier 4 weapon damage. Now my airdrop is Medic. It costs 125 funk and provides a medkit, orange juice, a backpack, and a bandage. This is one of my favorite builds because it synergizes well with my playstyle, which you'll see shortly. That covers the perks in my airdrop. Now let's take out the trash. As you can see, I didn't start by crafting a weapon. My early game goals are to be as quick as possible. I brought a stick with me to craft a satchel if I found a bandage, but that wasn't necessary. Here, I'm just going to be selling my excess items to get me closer to my airdrop. My main priority is to keep looting buildings to find brass knuckles. Notice that Chemist is applying to the explosive runs I have, and you'll see why this is important in my first fight. Between the Tanto knife and the crowbar, I chose to sell the Tanto knife. The crowbar will apply a movement speed debuff to my opponents, which will allow me to disengage if I begin to lose. So I decided to head up to Culpepper Outfitters. Culpepper Outfitters is at the corner of the map, so there's generally not a lot of player activity, and it's a good place to loot because there are so many lockers available. As I approach the building, I hear somebody inside, and I'm going to activate the gas vent to force them into a fight. You only want to continue a fight if you have an advantage. I'm now at low health, but my opponent has thrown their brass knuckles. Remember, I still have explosive runs, and they have a movement speed debuff. Now I can create some distance. Time for a tactical retreat. That fight was tough because my opponent had body armor. Body armor can be found in green crates, lockers, and certain airdrops such as SWAT. You can also craft a weaker version of body armor for 10 funk using a rock with the satchel or backpack. Medic comes with a backpack, so I can choose to either expand my inventory or craft body armor depending on the game. As I open up my airdrop, I see someone shoot an arrow at me. I'm not too worried about it though. I would hear him in the water if he were close. And here he is. Let's fight. That fight went much smoother than my last one. This is because orange juice gives you a huge combat advantage. It effectively gives you muscle man milk, iron foreskin, and explosive runs, which will increase your damage output, your ability to mitigate damage, and your mobility. Chemist will increase OJ's time from 2 to 4 minutes, and with low dropper, I can pretty much ensure that I'll have orange juice active for the rest of the game. Now I'm going to sell some of my items to get my second airdrop for extra orange juice. My priority during the mid game will focus solely on hunting other players, so selling these extra items would just slow me down. This footage was recorded prior to the man tracker change, and it'll be a few minutes before I run into the next player, so let's speed through this footage. I finally found another player, but he activates the poison vent to keep us separated. I try to cut him off hoping he will run to airport, but he runs to the gas station instead. Remember that poison doesn't do that much damage, and that there's a 1 to 2 second delay before the poison begins to take effect. I finally catch up to the player at gas station, but I hear the nearby airdrop. Right now, killing the player with the airdrop is my main priority. I don't know what's inside the airdrop. If it's a gun, he'll be a major threat later, so it's best to take him out now. I've been checking the scoreboard from time to time to see how many players are left and which players have the most kills. Right now, there is another player with just as many kills as I do. I finally caught up to the guy I was chasing earlier. He's calling down an airdrop. Let's see if we can contest it.
He's alive.
The key takeaway from that fight is watching for abnormal player behavior. He finally got an airdrop with load dropper, but he didn't immediately open it. Instead, he decided to run away, allowing me to open his airdrop for free. This is a good sign of C4 placement. When you see him walking around with his arm extended and no weapon out, that's a good sign that he has a clacker. This is why I stayed in the back and shot him with arrows. But now I have his SMG and body armor, and I'm going to start heading towards the center because I'm in a pretty strong position to finish the game. Guns are a powerful resource in the Culling. I could use my SMG now, but I'd rather save it for my fight at the end.
Flawless victory.
Luckily, I didn't take any damage from that engagement, so now I'm going to craft some ammunition before I head to the center.
Just killed another contestant. You killed your enemy with a melee weapon. Congratulations.
I managed to kill that player really quick there and call down my airdrop. You can see how this build provides power at every stage of the game. Now it's time for the final battle. That was a really great fight. To be honest, he was better at combat than me. However, I was able to use my medkit and smart gameplay decisions to pull off the win. If you enjoyed my commentary, please like, share, and subscribe to keep up to date on new content. If you would like to learn more about the strategies that I use in the culling, be sure to check out our tips and tricks video by clicking here. Thanks for watching.